I kind of did everything because that's just the way it was back then. And I'm grateful for that because when you kind of get thrown into it, you learn so much so fast.
Yeah.
And I think that's why, I became, as good at it as I was, because I had to learn really quickly and kind of just jump in and take as much on as possible.
Sometimes I think that's really interesting when you work for, well, you didn't work for a small company, but when you work for a company where you're given a lot of responsibilities, right? It's a chance for you to jump in with both feet and learn a lot and figure out what you like and you don't like. And sometimes I know when I started out and you're at larger companies, I guess you're sort of siphoned off into a very specific area. And sometimes it doesn't give you that exposure that you want. So that's really cool that you were able to do that.
It's an interesting industry. I think there's a lot of things about affiliate that are always very consistent. It's a very relationship driven channel. It's very, about making those connections, networking, getting to know the people within your industry. I think just being able to get out there, especially like at the conferences and the events, and being able to really network and make those connections. I don't think, just learning from the other marketing channels and the other channel managers here, like no one else really kind of has that kind of connection based portion.
Yeah.
If you're just managing like social media or Google or whatnot.
Right.
So that's probably been the most consistent. But the most changes I would just say is just more so looking at, I think, attribution and looking at the data to tell the story. I think in the beginning it was just kind of like, a lot of brands were like, just put in whatever partners and they really wanted just like the volume. And now it's kind of like, well, how do we value certain types of customers or certain types of partnerships, and what value is that customer bringing in, and where are they in the click path in terms of
Right.
whether it's first and last, or how many partners or marketing channels were involved. And I think it's just kind of looking more into the data overall and being able to kind of tighten up and make things as efficient as possible, and then kind of working with your partners to be more efficient, but then also making sure the relationship is beneficial for both you and them.